Good morning, Storytime friends. I'm glad you could join me today. Let's start by singing our hello song. Remember? Hello, friends? Let's try it together. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Let's do it again. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Good. I hope you like that song. I hope you're learning it good. Well, now, if you're watching this story time on the day it comes out, are you getting ready for a special day at your house? Or if you're watching it later, did you just have a special day at your house? Did you just have Thanksgiving, or are you getting ready for Thanksgiving? Maybe your house is smelling good right now with pies baking and other things getting ready for Thanksgiving. Well, we're going to read about being thankful today. And we'll think of all the things that we are thankful for. We have lots to be thankful for, no matter how crazy things seem around us. So how many of you know Splat the cat? Splat the cat. This one is called Splat Says Thank You, and we're going to find out what he's thankful for. And this is written by Rob Scotton, I believe is the way he says his name, and it comes from Harper Publishing. So here is Splat Says Thank You. Splat was worried that Seymour hadn't smiled all day. He was covered in spots and not feeling well. This isn't right, thought Splat. How can I make Seymour smile? Splat pulled the book from a drawer and showed it to Seymour. I made it for you, Splat said. I call it a friendship book. It says, for Seymour, right on the cover of his book. Splat opened the book. It began quite simply. For Seymour, the best mouse I know. Seymour sneezed. Splat turned the page and began to read aloud. When I was scared to try out for the school play, you encouraged me to do it anyway, said Splat. Thank you. Oh, look, they're doing Cat in the Beanstalk for their school play. And when Mrs. Wimpy Dimple gave me the lead role, I couldn't have learned my lines without you. He's helping with his lines. He says, 5 beans for the cow. 5 beans for the cow. Thank you, Splat continued. And when I laughed so hard at Plank that I forgot my lines, you helped me to remember them. He's holding up a sign with the lines on it. You can help me with the thank yous. Thank you. Splat looked at Seymour and thought that he was just about to smile, but he sneezed instead. Achoo! Splat read on. When I broke my mom's favorite ornament, you fixed it for me, said Splat. Except somehow Mom noticed, and I had to have a bath and go to bed early. Thank you anyway. When I had my bath and got my toe stuck, you knew what to do. Thank you. And when I went to bed early, you sneaked me a flashlight so I could read my book, said Splat. Oh, he's reading Secret Agent Cat, The Case of the Missing Ducks. Thank you. When I overslept the next morning, you woke me up so that I wouldn't be late for school, said Splat. Thank you. When I borrowed my brother's kite and we played for hours, you made it so much fun. Thank you, said Splat. Then when I climbed a tree to rescue my brother's kite and got stuck, you rescued me. Thank you. Splat looked at Seymour and thought he had to smile this time, but he hiccuped instead. Splat read on. When I pretended I was speeding through space in my rocket ship, about to be the first cat on the moon, and Spike passed me in a faster rocket ship and tried to become the first cat on the moon instead, you told me space cats never give up. So I didn't, continued Splat. Thank you. Splat looked at Seymour and thought that Seymour was about to smile this time. But Seymour scratched a tickly ear instead, so Splat read some more. When I told you my biggest secret, you didn't tell anyone. Thank you. Can you guess what his secret was? And when Spike gave Kitten a bigger Valentine card than the one I gave her, you knew how to make me feel better. Thank you. When little Sis was covered in spots and not feeling well, you made her smile. Thank you. And when I was covered in spots and not feeling well, you made me smile. Thank you. You are my smallest friend and my biggest, he added. And I just want to say, thank you. Look, he got him to smile, didn't he? So Splat is very thankful for his friend, and he told him thank you for a lot of things, isn't it? It's important we don't just remember what we're thankful for, but when it's somebody, then we need to tell them thank you for being our friend, or why we thank you for something they do for us, maybe, just depending on who it is. Well, let's see. We saw what happened to Seymour in there when Splat was very thankful. What happens to your face when you're thankful and you start listing off the things we're thankful? Let's see if we could do this song together. You'll catch on to this one really easy. So it goes like this. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. If you're thankful and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. Let's do it again. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. If you're thankful and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. That was an easy one. You can go around singing that all day on Thanksgiving, can't you? Well, we've got one other book here to read today, and it's called Thanksgiving Day. It's by Anne Rockwell, and it comes from HarperCollins Publishers too. This is a book that talks about why we celebrate Thanksgiving Day, and it shows some kids in a play, and there's lots of things that they're remembering that the people on the first Thanksgiving were thankful for. So let's see what this book has to say. Thanksgiving Day. Do you know why we celebrate Thanksgiving? Do you know why we always eat turkey and cornbread and cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving Day? I learned why in school. Our teacher, Mrs. Madoff, read us the story of the first Thanksgiving. I like that story. We learned about the Wampanoag people who were already in this land and the pilgrims who came across the sea from England. Pilgrim men wore tall black hats with silver buckles, and pilgrim women wore white caps. Wampanoag people wore leather headbands with feathers in them. After the story, we put on a play. I went first. I was the ship called the Mayflower. I told how I was thankful that I tossed and rolled some more, but didn't sink in the big waves far out in the sea. Evan was a Wampanoag named Samoset. He was thankful for all the wild turkeys that lived in the land his people called Massachusetts. He told how one day he saw the Mayflower sailing toward his land. Sarah told how all the pilgrims were thankful when they finally reached land. They named a big rock Plymouth Rock, after the place they came from in England. They saw lots of wild cranberries growing. That's why we eat cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving, Sarah said. Nicholas told how he was thankful for forests full of trees. The pilgrims chopped them down to build warm houses. Pablo was Squanto. He was thankful that all the kernels of corn the Wampanoag people planted sprouted and grew tall and green. Sam was thankful that Squanto told him that wild turkeys were good to eat and taught him how to hunt them. The pilgrims had never seen wild turkeys in England. They'd never tasted one either. It was delicious. We see some of those around here, don't we, wild turkeys? Makito was thankful that she and all the other pilgrims were greeted kindly by the Wampanoag people who shared the land with them. Kate was thankful that her new neighbors were peaceful pilgrims looking for a new land to live in and not mean people looking for somebody to fight with. Jessica was thankful that the beautiful land of Massachusetts had enough good things for everyone. Evelyn was Chief Massasoit. She told how the Wampanoag people and Pilgrim people shared their harvest feast one autumn day. That was the first Thanksgiving Day. It's a story we'll never forget. It's something we celebrate every year. Today is our Thanksgiving holiday. We don't go to school or work today. Instead, we celebrate and are thankful at home. We eat turkey, cornbread, and cranberry sauce. We invite our family, friends, and neighbors to share our feast, just as the Pilgrims and Wampanoag people did. Oh, the end. That's kind of a neat cover inside the book, isn't it? And that family had special things they do on Thanksgiving, and I'm sure your family has certain special things they do on Thanksgiving. We don't eat cornbread at my house, but we do usually have homemade noodles. And so that's one of our special Thanksgiving things that we do. So, I've got one more little poem for you here. What do you usually eat at Thanksgiving? Most everybody, I would say, probably has a turkey for Thanksgiving, don't they? What do you think it'd be like if you were the turkey? How about this? I saw a turkey on Thanksgiving Day. His tail was spread so wide. He said, "Shh, don't tell them you've seen me, for I'm running away to hide." He doesn't like to eat on Thanksgiving, does he? So he's running away to hide. Well, now, if you have stopped by the library and picked up your November craft bag, then this is your craft that you can make today. You've got the turkey headband like I'm wearing. So you can go around and be a turkey on Thanksgiving Day and just gobble, 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 gobble. So inside, it's pretty easy. You'll find this piece, which is the front of your headband. You're going to put your face on here. You've got yellow to cut out the beak and glue it on. You've got two googly eyes like mine. And then you've got a balloon for the wattle. Did you know this is called the wattle that hangs down from the side of the turkey's face? I didn't get the wattle to stay on very well with glue, but if you lay it like this and just staple it on, that's an easy way to do it. Then there's an extra piece in case your head's big enough, and you put it on and fit it to your head. Parents, a clue, don't make it go down too low so that they can see. And you can see the feathers better. And then you just take the other colored pieces and staple them on to be your turkey feathers. And you can be a turkey. So I hope that you all have a very good Thanksgiving Day tomorrow, or you had a good Thanksgiving Day, and just count how many things you can find that you are thankful for, and say thank you to the right people for the those things, or just be thankful. Let's make that special for our day tomorrow. And come back again and see me in December for more story times. Goodbye.